Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'm Ollie Pierce. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I create videos about men's dating, lifestyle, fashion, fitness, all of the things you need to be a cooler, sexier man, get more dates online, get more dates in real time, just have a cooler romantic existence, basically. So today we are going to be talking about Tinder profiles, right? So I'm a date coach basically, and I specialize in online dating. I help guys to take pictures and to get the correct styling, the right attitude and the right self-expression for their online dating journey. A lot of that translates into real time as well, and I also help clients with that. So I get a lot of inquiries, I've got a lot of clients, and one of the questions I hear all the time when I'm helping a guy to make a new Tinder profile, usually guys ringing up asking me about Tinder profiles, what they should include and what not, is, okay, I've got some decent pictures, but should I be including certain images? They've read online that they need one image with their buddies looking cool, one image of them socializing, one image of them with female friends, one image of them doing something sporty. So let's break that down a little bit, because actually that's all complete crap and it's hindering a lot of guys' profiles. It's making them weaker. So I'm going to go through some of these, ideal scenarios and tell you how and when you should include them. All right. First things first, you are only as sexy as your worst picture. So you can have 4 pictures of you looking like Brad Pitt, right? And then the 5th one, you look like Brad's armpit. That's what she's going to remember you by. You are only as good as your worst picture. So be real. All killer, no filler. If you've only got 6 good pictures, use the 6 good pictures. Don't include stuff to dumb down the profile because you think it gives you more of an identity, let's say. Don't include stuff just to fill out the profile is what I'm saying. All killer, no filler. You are only as sexy as your worst image. Remember that. That is the first comment I'll make. All killer, no filler. The second point you need to be aware of, right, is you'll read online all the time that these silly dating blogs, they tell you you need to include this scenario and girls like to see one of you doing a sporting activity. This is all crap. This is just someone who needed to write a blog or needed to make an article up and had nothing to include. Okay, yeah, if you've got a picture of you looking fantastic in a top restaurant, dressed well with a load of, white smiling, handsome people, cool, include it. But again, you're only as good as your worst picture. So let's break down a few of these, these dating blog, ideal scenarios. That first one there, the social picture. If you want a social picture, 1, your friends have to be good looking and well dressed. Shallow but true. 2, you don't want to be somewhere shitty. You don't want to be sitting in, an unglamorous location. 3, just because you've been on holiday to Dubai, that doesn't make you sexy. In fact, it makes you less sexy. You standing next to the big, sail-shaped hotel on the beach. Everyone does that. It's easy. It's run-of-the-mill stuff. It's mundane. She will have done that. She will have seen a million other guys showing off in Dubai. It's not cool. So think about the cheesiness and the obviousness of your locations. Is it really done? Is it too generic? That's likely to affect you in a negative way. So the man who puts a picture of himself on holiday showing off in Dubai for the European or Vegas for the American actually makes himself look run-of-the-mill, mundane, and that he thinks the average things which the average guy thinks are cool and will attract girls, it won't. It'll attract, at most, very, very average girls who can't bat for higher level men. So remember that. Don't think that a cheesy location or a vibe or scenario is going to help. So no bad friends, no bad scenarios, and no pushing pictures because you think a location like Vegas or Dubai or some high value location which isn't really high value, that's not really doing you any favors. So now if you were inside that 5-star hotel, sitting out, looking over a cool balcony, super well dressed, it's clear that yes, you're staying in that luxury setting, you've got your styling all well done, great. That's a good representation of a classy, classic travel picture. But you have to understand the difference between trying to look high-end and being high-end. So anyway, guys, before I move on to the next point, be sure to check out my website. There is a load of before and after pictures, good pictures, not rubbish like this, which I've shot for my own personal date coaching clients. So I help guys with every element of their romantic journey, from styling to personal training, nutrition, self-expression, confidence, and of course, photo shoots to go on Tinder and styling to wear in those photo shoots. There's a load of examples there. My website's in the description box. We'll pop it up now, ding. And also on my website, you can get your hands on our free Tinder opener first message giveaway. Basically, it's a PDF document where I talk about great first messages which have an incredibly high success rate and which you won't have heard anywhere else online because I made them up. So if you go onto my website, there's a box where you can put your email in there and we will send you that PDF giveaway. It's free, get your hands on it. They're really good, very high success rate. And whilst you're there, if you like what I'm doing and you think that you could be interested in any of my services, they're nicely laid out on the website. Be sure to book yourself a free consultation. You can get in contact via the contact box on the website. You can book a free consultation. I mean, you can discuss your situation and if I could help you to get more matches, more dates, to basically strengthen your romantic journey. So let's have a look at those two scenarios I've kind of amalgamated into one point here. Firstly, here is an example of a bad social picture. Okay, the guy doesn't look good. The scenario's not glamorous, the friends aren't good looking. This is going to be terrible. These are taken off real Tinder profiles. Complete negative. Now let's look at this one done well. You see the guys are well styled, they're looking like they're having fun. It's a cool mixed group, everyone's handsome. It's a cool looking location. It's not a tacky, shitty bar. It doesn't look like he's in a, a place where the drinks are really cheap and thus the people are. It looks high end. That's a good social picture. If you don't have one like that, don't include one more like the other one just for the sake of it. It's not going to do you any favors. So that was that one there. Now let's look at that one I was talking about, holiday snaps, location snaps. Look at this guy on the beach in Dubai, the exact scenario I mentioned. Really terrible picture, the styling's bad, he looks clearly like he's got his little holiday outfit on. He's probably not even staying there. No favors, no glamour, no high-end value. Now, let's look at the American version, the same guy in Vegas, right? In front of a casino, in front of the Wynn Casino, in front of the Mandarin Casino. So he's trying to again encapsulate these high-end Playboy vibes of Las Vegas, but it doesn't look like that. He looks like he's on holiday in front of a casino in his bad styling. He's not high-end, he's probably not staying there. He's just another mundane guy who thinks it's cool and makes him look cool to go to Vegas. It doesn't unless you're doing the high-end things in Vegas. Now let's look at a high-end Vegas picture. Ding! And we can see the instant difference. This guy looks like a playboy. He's clearly actually staying in these places and he's doing up Vegas in a high-end manner. If you can't be the second guy, don't include it. So that was really 2 points there. We had 1, your friends, 2, your holiday snaps. Now let's look at our third scenario where guys tend to mess up badly when they're making their Tinder profile. So this is basically your headshot. All right, so loads of dudes struggle with this. 1, I've heard it a million times, do I have to have a headshot? So guys, go and get one done professionally. Let's look at some bad professional headshots. Ka-ding! Incredibly cheesy. Clearly it's done professionally and the styling is bad, right? In this one here we're looking at. So not only have you paid for a professional shoot because you can't look good on your iPhone, you've also starved that professional shoot badly. This is you paid to be made to look your best looking bad. So professional headshots, professional shoots in general are a no-no, really. Right, so professional shoots this could be, or professional headshots. Let's look at some other examples of bad headshots, right? Guys think they have to have a headshot as their first profile picture. Hell no. It's all about ambiance. So again, on this headshot point, don't worry about having your main picture as a profile pic. You're well better to have something where your styling is done, you're looking cool and looking off camera if you're not that attractive than you are with some big cheesy picture. So let's look at a couple more bad headshots. Ding! Terrible. These aren't professional, but also very bad. And now let's look at some people have really good primary shots which aren't headshots. This one looking off. Styling is impeccable in this one. So these are ways we can create really strong first primary pics without going for the headshot. So be careful with your headshot. Like my initial point at the start of the video, if it's not great, it's filler. Don't include it. You don't need a headshot. Go for cooler vibes, a cooler ambiance, a cooler bio, and get matches and get them talking like that. Women aren't really about your looks and overt sexuality. They're about identity, which is good for all the less attractive men, because if you can build a cool identity for your fashion, your styling, your ambiance, your locations, you too can get matches. Matches which will surpass what you could probably get in a club chatting to women. Okay, the final shot has got to be the sports shot. Guys are always told on these online blogs, you need to have something of you doing physical exercise, all right? Is this true? Well, Again, like is always the case. If you've got an amazing shot of you socializing, it's great. If you've got an amazing travel shot, it's great. If you've got an amazing headshot, it's great. If you've got an amazing shot of you playing basketball, scoring a jump shot with your biceps rippling, super well dressed, with a load of cool people around you, knock yourself out. Include it. Let's be honest, most people watching this video are not going to have that picture. What we do not want are pictures like this. Let's look at the canoe wanker. Ding! Here's the canoe wanker. Look at that helmet. It looks terrible. Never wear a helmet in a picture, right? It makes you unsexy. It's a safety precaution equipment. It's plastic and it's bright red. And you've got a little stinky old floating device jacket. I can't remember what they're called as well, to boot. This is low value, low quality shit. It's not high-end male stuff. And even though celebrities might go canoeing, they definitely don't have pictures of them in the canoeing gear. Now, if you stepped out of the canoe and had the canoe under your arm with your top off, looking great with some cool shorts on and a beautiful smiling, some beautiful smiling friends, that would work. It's just like I said about the other shots. That brings in the friend shot, the social shot, the holiday shot, and the sports shot. But you in a canoe like that guy I just showed you doesn't work. Cycling, another one. We don't want to see your knobbly legs in cycling shorts. We don't want to see terrible helmets. That's not cool. Cycling isn't particularly cool. That you cycle, that you're fit is cool, right? Now, if you wanted a cool cycling shot, make sure you're not wearing cycling gear, take the bloody helmet off, go to a nice location and sit up on your bike looking cool with a drink looking off. Let's show you some good shots of people looking cool with their bikes. Ding! As I said, the Bohemian shot, the one with the guy looking off. Just cool, more arty shots which show that you also cycle and have that as a physical activity, but they're not based around the fact that I'm into cycling, that's my hobby. Girls don't find cycling cool. And a point on hobbies as well. Showing hobbies through Tinder profiles isn't particularly cool. This just chimes in with sports. It's a hobby. Unless you're an expert, it doesn't add value to your identity. This is a big point for people dating online. Are you an expert? Are you at the top of your game? If not, it's a hobby, you're an amateur, and it's not something you can show off about. So cycling, canoeing, blah, 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 blah. What is your point of putting these in your Tinder profile? The only point should be that you look good, you look sexy, and you look cool, and you have a cool identity and a fun life. Nobody's actually going to give you prowess because you cycle or because you canoe or because you play tennis, unless you're bloody Roger Federer or, I don't know, some top professional cyclist winning stuff. So remember that. It's about how you look, your sexual attractiveness, and your wider lifestyle. Direct sporting activities do not give you prowess. So there we have it, gentlemen. Dispelling a few myths which I've seen over and over again in these online blogs about what you need to include in your online dating profile. The overall rule here is look good, include it, don't look good, don't include it. You could have 6 headshots. You could have 6 shots of you standing fully dressed, full length on your own. It doesn't matter. If you look good, include it. Tinder, online apps are all about attraction and sex first, and that opens the door to rapport and conversation. But yeah, they're superficial in their essence. So you have to be as well, and don't think that wider ideas about your lifestyle is going to surpass your sexual attractiveness. So that all said, the key is good pics. Please do check out my website. I shoot photo shoots for clients who want to improve in their online dating experience, their romantic journey with Tinder and Hinge and the apps. I also help with styling for those photo shoots and advice well into the future on self-expression, writing bios, and mastering online dating and dating in general. So my website is popping up now, ding! It's also in the description box. Be sure to check that out because there is a shitload of before and after pictures of other clients who've had a great experience when I've taken pictures or helped with the elements of the journey we've discussed, or helped with other elements of their romantic journey. Anyway, that's it for today. Be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. I'm Ollie Pierce. Peace.